Can love exist without emotional safety? So emotional safety means you can be vulnerable without fear. The fear of being attacked, dismissed, or fixed. Are you guilty of this? Is your partner guilty of this? Can your relationships flourish without emotional safety? The idea of feeling safe with someone is being in a space where you feel you can be yourself fully. We all walk around wearing masks because we kind of have to in some ways. In an ideal world, it would be good if everybody was just being themselves and felt safe. But sadly, we don't live in that world. But at home is a place where you can practice taking this mask off. Maybe if you're watching this video, this is something that you struggle with. You kind of have to be on your best behavior for your relationships to have some sort of safety. Being able to be vulnerable in your relationship is the foundation for true intimacy, depth of intimacy, and not superficial or shallow connection. And it also breeds growth, because the more vulnerable you're able to be, the more you're able to communicate your own needs, and your partner also feels comfortable enough to do the same. And you can learn these new skills of providing for that ecosystem, as I call it. Your relationship is an ecosystem that both of you need to feed 30% of the time, or 20% of the time, or whatever, 50% of the time. It breeds an environment of growth for the both of you. It's like seasons, isn't it, for your relationship? When you first got together, you were at a different level, and as you are evolving and growing and learning to let go of certain things individually, and things come up for you individually, you are able to kind of bring those into the relationship as you're individually working through them together. Your relationship evolves. You have different needs as you grow older, and you're able to communicate them, and your partner is able to hear them and provide those needs, or compromise in a way. I don't like that word, but essentially it's what you're doing in your relationship, isn't it? Where you're compromising on what works for the both of you. And there has to be kind of shifts as you are growing through the ages and through seasons of your relationship. So just to bring it back down to emotional safety in the here and now and what that may look like. You may say to your partner, I felt hurt when you cancelled our date night. Your partner does not respond in a defensive way. That's if they're doing the work with you and you're doing this co-regulation and learning how to resolve conflict together. They may say to you, thank you for telling me. That makes sense. If you don't communicate your needs, what happens is your defenses will come into play. Things that you're used to doing, maybe from childhood or from earlier in that relationship or another relationship that you have carried with you, may come out of the woodworks. So the idea is to get to a place where you're able to communicate more directly because you feel safe, because your partner gives you that emotional safety, that it's safe for you to express your needs. What I'm inviting you to try and do this week, if this work is important to you in your partnership, try and begin building that safety so that the next time your partner shares something vulnerable, respond with thank you for telling me. Start with that. If you're activated and you can't respond in a kind way, maybe take a step back, pause,